Have you ever looked up at the sky, wondering what secrets it holds? Imagine a time before our world was as we know it, before land, before mountains, before trees and rivers. Imagine a time when there was only sky above and endless water below. And then picture this: a woman tumbling from the heavens, carrying the seeds of life in her hands. This is the story told by the Iroquois Confederacy, the story of the woman who fell from the sky. Long, long ago, high above the world we know, there was a sky world. It was a beautiful place, filled with light and life. The sky people lived there in peace, and at the center grew a great tree unlike any other. Its branches stretched wide, hung heavy with fruit, and its roots reached deep into the heart of the sky. The people cherished this tree, for it was sacred and gave balance to their world. One day, a young Skywoman, who was expecting a child, felt a strange pull in her heart. That night she dreamed of the great tree being uprooted, its roots pulled from the ground. She told her husband about her dream. "It troubles me," she said softly. "I must see what lies beneath the roots of the great tree." Though fearful, her husband honored her wish. The sky people gathered around, and with great effort, they pulled the tree from its place. Light poured through the hole it left behind, shining down into the dark waters far below. For beneath the sky world, there was nothing but a great endless ocean, where water creatures swam without land to rest upon. Curious, the woman peered through the hole, gazing at the dark waters below. But as she leaned forward, the ground gave way. She stumbled, cried out, and fell. Down, down she tumbled, her arms reaching, her long hair flowing around her like a comet's tail. In her hands, she clutched seeds and bits of the plants she had taken from the sky world. Below, the water creatures looked up in alarm. "Someone is falling!" cried the swans. Quickly they spread their wings and rose into the air, catching the woman gently on their backs. They carried her carefully above the waves, but soon grew tired. "We must find her a place to rest," they said. The animals gathered. The great turtle surfaced from the depths, his shell broad and strong. "Place her on my back," he said in his deep, slow voice. "She will be safe there." And so the swans lowered the woman onto Turtle's shell, where she lay, safe at last. But the woman was heavy with child, and she needed land to walk upon, soil to plant the seeds she carried. The animals spoke together. "We must bring up earth from the depths," said Beaver. "I will dive down and fetch some." With a flick of his tail, Beaver plunged into the deep waters. He swam and swam, but the depths were too great. At last, his body floated back to the surface, exhausted. "I will try," said Otter. Down he slipped, sleek and swift. He dove deep, deeper than Beaver, but still the water swallowed him. He too returned with empty paws. Then Muskrat, small and humble, stepped forward. "I will go," he said. The others looked doubtful. Muskrat was not as strong as Beaver, nor as quick as Otter, but Muskrat was determined. He took a deep breath and plunged beneath the waves. Down he went, deeper and deeper. The water pressed against him, his lungs burned, his legs grew heavy. But still he paddled on. Just when it seemed he could go no farther, Muskrat reached the bottom. He scooped up a tiny bit of earth in his paws, tucked it against his chest, and pushed himself upward. His strength gave out just as he broke the surface. The others rushed to catch him, and when they opened his paws, there it was, a small clump of earth. The woman took the soil gently and spread it upon Turtle's back. At once, the soil began to grow. The more she spread, the larger it became, stretching outward until it formed land. Hills rose, rivers flowed, forests grew. She scattered the seeds she had carried from the sky world, and plants sprouted, corn, beans, squash, and trees heavy with fruit. The world was no longer endless water. It had become Earth, Turtle Island. The woman made her home there, giving thanks to the animals who had helped her. In time, she gave birth to a daughter, and together they cared for the plants and the land. life flourished, and the world was filled with beauty and abundance. But this story carries more than the birth of land. It reminds us of something deeper. The smallest creature, the muskrat, succeeded where the stronger ones failed. Though his body was weak, his determination brought the earth to the surface. From that little bit of soil, the world we know was born. And the woman, carrying seeds from the sky world, became the mother of all life on Turtle Island. She reminds us that even when we fall, even when the world seems empty, new life and new beginnings can grow from what we carry within. So the Iroquois people honor the woman who fell from the sky, and they honor Turtle, the animals, and Muskrat's great sacrifice. Together, they gave us this earth we walk upon. And so, the next time you feel the ground beneath your feet, the soil in your hands, or the breeze across a field, remember this story. Remember the woman who fell, the turtle who carried her, the animals who helped her, and the muskrat who gave his life so land could rise. Even the smallest effort, even the smallest creature can shape the world. Like, comment, and subscribe for more magical folk tales. And don't forget to press the bell icon. If you were one of the animals watching her fall, would you have been brave enough to dive after the earth? Share your answer in the comments. I'd love to know.